Organizations are constantly changing. How is your company managing change? Are people going to be engaged in the midst of this change? How do you make change fun?
Yes.
My name is Tim Van Ness, president and founder of VN&Co. We specialize in helping organizations manage change. We use interactive improvisational theater to reflect organizational culture.
Sorry I'm late. I was just on the phone with John. You know how that is.
Essentially, we enact the story of your organization, the story as it is now, and the story as you want it to be.
Susan should have been more confident when she was presenting her ideas. I mean, she kind of
Our job, ultimately, is to help you choose your story. There's one thing that guides our work with every client, and that's the Dreyer model. The Dreyer model has 5 phases: discovery, reflection, insight, action, and results. The first phase is discovery, or what's your story? In this phase, we seek to understand the essence of the change. What's keeping the organization from being profitable? The people from being productive, effective, engaged, working cross-functionally, working together as a team. So we gather assessment data.
We try to learn as much as we can about the organization before we come in to do our work. And truly, Tim is a facilitator.
He comes back and he has these very clear pictures of the personality of this organization, its culture, its buzzwords, its lingo, its issues, where it's trying to go.
So we create a scenario that dramatizes that story, the story of what's currently going on in the organization.
And so we really just start very quickly saying, what's the story? What is the story that they're telling?
At the same time, we're working with the organization to design an interactive event at which we perform the play we've created. This represents the second phase: reflection, or see your story.
I've got a deadline. It'll just take a minute, though.
We come in as facilitators, good listeners, and as performers to help reflect to a group what the culture of their organization is like.
I've been invited to attend the WLO.
Where's that taking place again?
It's going to be in Monterey, California.
For me, there's really 2 aspects of this phase: our reflection of the organization in the form of a play.
Actually, it precedes the SLO.
Well, the SLO.
Oh, yeah.
You're presenting at that, aren't
I
you,
am,
Tim?
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm definitely going to that.
Oh, good.
Excellent.
And the opportunity for people to reflect upon what they've seen.
How many of you as leaders do that when you start a meeting? Just do a sort of brief check-in and say,
Because it's live. They're actually watching a real person 3 feet away from them sometimes that is saying something that they could have said, reacting in a way that they certainly have reacted.
When you see an accurate reflection of yourself from an outside perspective, with all the drama and the humor.
Hey, Grandpa, congratulations.
It's not only fun, it's illuminating.
To the greatest extent possible, we're presenting themselves to them.
After the play, we facilitate a process to help draw out the meaning of what people have seen. This brings us to the third phase: insight, or understand your story.
If it's happening in front of them, it is so much more powerful to say, wow, I saw that work, or I saw that fail to work, so I know not to try that. How powerful is that?
The purpose of this phase is to come to an understanding of what needs to change. It's one thing to have a reaction to something you've seen. It's quite another to take that raw reaction and turn it into a useful insight. We help people do that.
I'd really love to get to socialize some of the ideas that I have with you. Are you free tonight by any chance to get a quick bite together?
Oh, some of these off-sites are, a little bit overwhelming at the work that I can't do while I'm there. So I think I'm just going to go right up to my room and, order room service.
We thought it was
catch up
great
on
that
my
Lisa
day.
was willing to go up to somebody who appeared to be her superior to present ideas and want to share ideas about how to make the company better. We felt it was a very poor decision for Susan to have brushed her off.
What do you imagine was going on for Susan? What do you imagine was part of her internal dialogue about?
We are complete strangers. We don't have any stakes in the company. None of us are shareholders. And they feel very safe to raise their hand and to tell us what they saw because it looks like a bunch of actors.
We use a variety of action methods to help people see and experience the impact of their behaviors on productivity and performance. The fourth phase is action, or change your story.
We arrive at that point where they say, yes, that's us, that's what we're doing. And then we can say, well, what would you like to change?
In this phase, we create an environment that enables the collective wisdom to emerge. This is where it starts getting even more fun.
At any time while we're acting, you can say pause. Grab that microphone, say pause, we'll stop. And we want you to give us a very specific suggestion of a behavior change to do. So what's up?
Well, I've pinged you several times.
Yeah.
You're being rude again.
No bouncing the ball.
I'm being playful. I mean, the
Yeah, he
environment that
always
we
does that.
create is about trying to be playful, and it's a stress management tool.
Can you be playful with eye contact?
Be playful with eye contact. We'll see what happens.
Well, I've pinged you several times and I've left you 2 voice messages. So,
Yeah, about?
well, as I wrote
Pause.
in the emails,
No tossing the ball and eye contact.
Eye contact and put your toys away.
So,
pardon me.
Pause.
What now? Yes.
Because we're highly experienced improvisers, we can instantly play back any number of audience suggestions to see what works.
Susan should have been more confident when she was presenting her ideas, and so we
Right.
thought if she had a more collaborative approach and she was definitely more confident, that would have helped.
Let's try it.
Okay, so we need to set up a lot of teams in all the different theaters globally, and I don't know who should handle that.
Well, I actually volunteered to take on some of it, seeing that it was my idea.
And so they're making these changes, and they happen right before them.
So did the suggestions that you made, did you see them? Did they work?
I can't tell you how much more powerful that experience is, that live experience, than a PowerPoint presentation.
The final phase is results, or choose your story.
What an organization will have is some words they can just bring up, and it will evoke the same image in everyone's mind, and it'll be a powerful one because everybody participated in this event.
That's where VN&Co makes its mark. An organization that is allowed to practice the change that needs to happen in their company. It's a powerful experience.
We encourage people to adopt a specific set of agreements, behaviors, commitments, action steps they can integrate into their day-to-day jobs. We leave you with a plan.
The power of the connection that happens, the goodwill, the human spirit.
It's the sense of it being alive. You can feel the change happening in the room when you work with VN&Co.
We want nothing more than to be a part of lasting change. For more information, or to discuss how we can help you choose your story, visit us on the web at www.vn-co.com or call us at 413 519-2361 or email me at tim@vn-co.com. Van Ness & Company. Choose your story.